Hello everybody. How are we all? I'm Loomis, and we're back to our charity marathon, raising money for Project Healthy Children, providing good and healthy nutrition to the poorest parts of Africa. And we're narrowing down the list of games still on the list on the list, yes. You might remember from last time, a couple of games we had that we've been lingering with are ones that I've had trouble beating. We've got Golden Axe 3, Streets of Rage 3, and Sonic Spinball to try and beat today. Which I mostly feel you know what, I've just remembered I've set this on the wrong difficulty. Most of which I feel I can beat on a really good run, so it's just a matter of, we gotta get good. There we go. So yeah, last time we played this, we beat it on the normal difficulty and got the bad ending. And I've looked up what you need to get the good ending. And it seems... the information I was very confused, but it seems like you need to have an A rank to get the good ending. And like the final level. And the game is very vague on what gives you score. But it seems as though an A rank is very, very difficult to get in normal mode, and is basically guaranteed in hard mode. So today we're going to be trying to beat this game on hard. How this goes. So far I'm not really noticing a difference. The enemies don't seem to have more hit points. Do they do more damage? Down with you. Ah, I've been snailed. Bizarrians in this game seem to benefit the enemy a lot more than they benefit me. In the first two games they're usually worth picking up. I don't think they're worth riding in this one. And they're more likely to get you into trouble than out of it. Which is a shame, because they look super cool. That little snail thing. I aggro just one of them. I range attack that. Well, okay. I was expecting to aggro the one that I shot, but I guess I can work with that. Yeah, aside from the three we're stuck on, we've also got Sonic 3 and Knuckles to finish, which should be simple enough. And we've also gonna do my blind playthrough of Streets of Rage 4. About 1 year after everybody else did their blind playthrough of it. Of course I need to actually beat Streets of Rage 3 first. So let's see how we go today. Throw a few people into the bus. There we go. Oh, okay. Here we go. Hard mode has begun. I'm fairly sure on normal difficulty, the ladies are the last group that jump you on there. So yes, there are 2 extra enemies in hard mode. That's the difference in this game. I'm sure that's the only difference, and everything else will be simple from here. Okay, I guess I like extra enemies in the game more than I like just making all the enemies tougher. You give the same enemies bigger health bars and it's just more button bashing. Give them some moves. Well, the game doesn't give them some moves, but it gives them more people to force me to move. Something I have to think about instead of just doing the same thing for longer. I hope there's not going to be more bosses, though. All the bits where there's normally 2 enemies fight in a boss fight, there's now 3. That would be rough. Extra guy here as well, look. That clubman is not normally there. So I guess maybe bosses get extra regular enemies as allies rather than being stronger. I can also work with that. Okay. Take down his support unit. Just gotta bait him out. There we go. Aha! Limitless magical power. Onto the tender hamlet. Sounds delicious. It's just because I haven't played this for 2 weeks, but I feel like even though there's not been that many extra enemies so far, I'm already a lot lower on health. I have to remember all the enemy groupings now to see if I can tell which ones are different. And it is a largely hopeless task. Please tell me there's food in those barrels. There's not going to be food in those barrels. Yep. You have full potions. I'm saving them for a very specific boss. There goes my first life. like how these guys were a boss fight on the on the level right before this, but now we're facing groups of regular enemies. It didn't last very long. Destroy the signpost so enemy forces can't tell where they're going. Also gotta keep going down because that way you can save 10 hostages and all of the heroes, and that maybe helps you get an A rank? Those apples were useful a while ago. I like them anyway. At least not wanting that. Oh, okay. That's definitely an exoskeleton. Normally 3 of them here. All enemies in this game travel in groups of 3. Except now, apparently. I wonder if this guy is lactose intolerant, because he can't seem to take a bit of cheese. I say as he punches me. So the trick to defeating bosses in this game is to never look directly at them. We're facing a horde of Gorgons, basically. If you see their faces, you're doomed. Give me back my spot. Look at these cops taking my pot. There we go. Send them packing. Cave of Crystal. Yeah, all the groups of 4 have become... Sorry, all the groups of 3 have become groups of 4. This is what hard mode means in this game, I guess. Kind of alarming, actually, because I think the regular enemies are more dangerous than most of the bosses. The pirouette demons aside. How did I do that? I think it was by attack. I did a cool downward sword attack there, and I don't know how I did it. Is it like a sweep down, or...? No! Okay, go over the edge just yet. This game's gonna send me over the edge sooner or later, though, I'm telling you. There we go. I mean, I keep doing it, I just... Oh, I think I've got it. There we go. You press down and attack at the same moment. You can't just hold down. How can you tackle me through the pillar? Clearly taking shelter behind this innocent civilian. Uh-oh. Weirdly, the downward stab moved me around more than my forward jumping attack does. Kinda hard to aim. Spin around a lot while doing it too. Playing around with that move is gonna be the death of me. That was not the move I meant to do. Trying to back attack him as he jumped. I do like getting swept. This guy won't take a swing at me. Who gives? Normally I get within a certain range of them and they start to swing and I hit them first is the usual play. That guy just was refusing to do it. Oh, I think these guys are now. Heck. I thought that guy was dead. It's entirely on me. Okay, so I know these contain enemies, but I need as many points as I can get for the good ending, so I guess we're taking them on. The civilians that we didn't rescue in time. I feel like this game is almost entirely about the range of your character. It's far more important than little things like your damage or your speed. Just hit them from where they can't hit you. I'll still pick up that ham where it is. Nope, it's gone. No point clinging to the left of the screen then. Well, we'll then stop these two from appearing, apparently. When you die right before the heal pickup. Feels bad, man. Keep spinning that sword. Spin to win. As long as you're spinning with the sword out, the enemy can't get near you. It's the finest Damacian martial art. Although Noxus has a similar variant in which you spin round while throwing a million knives in every direction, so I guess it's more universal than it might first appear. I'm not sure if the AI on these knights has changed with difficulty mode. Finding it a lot harder to bait them out. There we go. I'm not sure if these two normally have skeleton friends here. I don't like that they do. I think pirouette demons are easily the worst enemy in the game. Okay, well, that's the skeletons down anyway. Using a cheese strap because it's the only thing that works on these guys. These are the guys that taught me the cheese strap because I couldn't defeat them with any regular strat. Hit this early, that doesn't bode well. There we go. Get back here. Back here with my hams. Steamed hams. Bloody Street. I mean, it looks fine to me. Yeah, extra enemies again. Millions of nukes appears to be the hard mode strategy for the developers. And I can't say it's not working. Most of the tactics in this game are trying to put yourself in a position where you can hit one enemy without another enemy coming up behind you. And more enemies definitely makes that bit harder. Okay. Better than I expected. No, I killed him before he could make the hand gesture for his forces to advance. They should surely continue to stand off-screen, wondering what to do next without their commander. It's unacceptable that they charge in anyway. I think that twirly move is the most useless move in the game. Do it by accident from time to time. It barely does any more damage than a regular strike. In exchange for a lot of wind-up and making you extremely vulnerable. Enemy. Several extra enemies, okay. I guess they felt that the knight on his own is not a credible mini-boss at this point, which is fair. Quite a few of them. Ah, I had a hammer, I didn't knock him down fast enough. Wasn't ready. Wasn't ready for the ham. Give me those heals. I don't need that magic potion, but I'll beat up a gnome anyway. No, okay. Guess that's fine. I was worried she was going to knock me back towards the screen and it would fuck my enemies, but the screen didn't move, so we're good. Try luring them out one at a time, as the kids say. season. Actually, it's not the season anymore. What's the season like 16 hours ago? Bedtime skeletons. I know there's a heal just over there that I can't get to until I beat these guys. All I needed was to not die in this fight, and I could have healed myself right up. I think it was. Well, here's all the healing. And more skeletons, but why not? Ow. You fool, you attacked me near water, the source of my strength. I'd be quite powerless if I'd gone a few days without water. I think this is the only hero fight where I can actually afford to spend my magic on them. She's the only one who doesn't spawn near some pirouette demons. Priority 1 at all times. Yeah, that was pretty smooth. Imps! Gnomes! I was getting a drink. As you can see, gnomes are the enemies of hydration. They don't want you drinking water. They'd rather use that water to invent steampunk. Sickening. Absolutely sickening. A voyage to castle. I can't help but notice that my score is still a D rank, not even a C by this point. That's concerning, considering we need an A rank. I don't know what gives score. I mean, presumably killing enemies does, but it's the same number of enemies in every walkthrough. There's like 4 optional enemies in the entire game, and that's about it. I'm grumpy that I didn't get that guy's ham. Did that healing. Do none of these barrels have any delicious salted hams or dried apples? Just always pot with these guys. If the barrel's got nothing but pot in it, it's a problem. I mean, it's clearly interfering with their lifestyle. Man, that guy did a spin move. It's the greatest spearman I've faced yet. That's about to change because the Lemon Lime squad are here. Prince of Darkness's most elite followers. Ow. The way they're taking me apart. Heal. This is about to end badly for me. He's still coming. This guy is off-colored armor, this is the source of his strength. It's difficult to look directly at. There we go. Finally. Yeah, our explosion will be a cakewalk after fighting the Lemon Lime team. Off you go, civilians. Freed you from the slave ship's hold. You're now free to run to the deck of the slave ship, where your condition will certainly improve.
Thank you.
coffee now. Today is a good day. Ahoy! Yo ho! How you doing, Llewellyn? Avast, Llewellyn, how be ye? Arr! I'm doing good, thank you. Mostly slept kind of okay. Thing is, I had to break my schedule to get back into good sleep habits. So now I've got to try and... I guess I'm going to be spending the next few nights like working my sleep back half an hour a night until I'm where it needs to be again. You know, routine maintenance. Hopefully that's interrupted the cycle of me going to bed and just not sleeping, so worth it in the long run, hopefully. I'm hoping to start working my way back to regular streams this week. My general health feels a lot better. And of course, you are a captive audience again. Well, everyone except you, the person I'm talking to specifically now, who's, you know, a noble hero working through these times. For the general you, that consisting of mostly people who aren't listening right now, you know, they're ripe for exploitation. I'm gonna exploit the heck out of them by putting on some streams and having them probably watch. Nobody's allowed to leave the house until after Christmas. What else are you doing that you can't watch my stream, huh? And you know, as long as you're spending all this time watching, you know, if you've got all this free time, but you don't have $5. You gotta support your content creators in this trying time. I've never watched a single Bad Bunny stream, but I really like saying $5! Let's unleash my powerful water attack while we're on a boat. It seems like a good plan. Focus on the main target here. If I can just kill the Birdman, then all the other enemies will spontaneously drop dead out of shock. I say I've never watched a single Bad Bunny stream. I've tuned into the odd one, but I've never really stuck around. One of those streamers where it's like you support them, but at the same time their content is not the stuff you want to watch. Yeah. Yeah, I've got enough people screaming at me about politics in my day-to-day life. And there's this one guy, I mean, I play games with him from time to time. He's mostly cool, but he does like to keep me up until 2 AM talking about the political problems in the world, you know? Yeah, it's a great shame, but you know he loves League of Legends, so I guess he's all about controversy and toxicity. So it's very unfortunate. But yeah, the scumbags shouldn't be allowed to have memes. I feel like humor should be a strictly good guy power. Yeah, I should definitely cut ties. He's spreading all kinds of dangerous ideas. All this anti-capitalist propaganda. I mean, here I am trying to make a little money off of the masses with my subpar content. And he's like, children should have enough to eat. Receiving medical care to not die is a right, not a privilege. Get a job, hippie. I think we can agree that each one of those statements is unacceptable for a person to say unironically. Aha, you fool! I was hidden behind the dragon. I was hidden behind the shadow of the dragon. And also I was Naruto all along. Skeletons have to be the hardest thing. Pirouette demons excluded, because they are my own personal nightmare. Skeletons have to be the hardest enemy in this game. They're so unpredictable. They've got a little bit of every enemy's moves. Most enemies, there's a hard counter to them. Whether it's leaping attacks, or edging into their range, or luring them in for a back attack. Like, skeletons, each one of those moves can work, but only like half the time. There's no reliable play. I guess it's because every enemy has a skeleton inside them. Therefore, the skeletons have learned every kind of martial art technique. Making them such a versatile, well-rounded opponent. Fuck the unsafe chandelier. Wait. Oh, it must have fallen off screen. I was like, there's supposed to be two chandeliers here. Where was the second chandelier? But one of those guys showed up in the middle of that fight, right? I think the chandelier must have fallen off screen and then he just walked over. Wasted his advantage. You know, the chandelier drop would have been a very empowering entrance. Surely giving him an inspiration dice. And also he could probably have dropped it on me and, you know, crushed me beneath him, but... I'm really more interested in the cosmetic design of the scene. Bye. I accidentally ran there, and I thought I was going to accidentally run straight off the edge. I so barely survived that. It's the dark irony of the control scheme. You run by double tapping a direction, right? But so if you're trying to very cautiously advance frame by frame so as to only lure out one enemy at a time, and you're just steadily tapping the forward direction, you know, if you go just a little bit too fast with that, then you break out into a run and suddenly you're right in the middle of the enemy and they're swarming you. The irony! Cursed by my own hubris. How ironic. We got these into a good pattern. See, the AI tries to, like, split up their people, which often works really well in that they spread out, surround you, attack you from every direction at once. But occasionally just means that one of them can't see a convenient way past its ally and just kind of stands at the edge of the screen watching the fight. Down the pit with you. Skeletons are very careless around pits. It's the one weakness of the skeleton warrior, the complete lack of self-preservation. Here we go. This is the trickiest of the hero fights, and of course we needed to spend all of our magic on the pirouette demons. Like, we're gonna use the exact same cheese strategy we use on all of them, but this guy's got the most ways of breaking out of it, making my day miserable. Doesn't help when I mess up and jump instead of back attacking. Yeah, aside from this route being good for score, I think it's probably good for doing it in hard mode, because the hero fights are always duels. And in hard mode, most bosses have extra allies defending them, it seems. That's not the case for a one-on-one fight. So this guy is exactly as easy as he is in normal mode. Just to say not very. There we go. I guess like most cats, you're lactose intolerant. Here we go, the Gate of Fate. Hey, we've got an A rank already. I haven't beat the game yet. That's our score accelerated quickly. We had like 200 5 minutes ago. Okay, so now we just need to beat the game, and we should be able to get the final boss and the true ending. I've been trying to find out some of the lore behind this game, because this game was only released in Japan for some reason. I guess it wasn't very well received at first, and they never westernized it because it was quite different to the previous Golden Axe games. I think this is a pretty good game. I think this is better than Golden Axe 2, certainly. I think the combat is probably better than Golden Axe 1. Otherwise, Golden Axe 1 has the edge. But yeah, it's hard to find out too much. I found out some of the enemies' names. This guy is named Eve, and the main villain is called Prince of Darkness. I don't know if he's meant to be like the current king? Who's been transformed into a beast? So a lot of people are apparently being mind controlled. All the other heroes have the same spirits in them that this guy does. I did manage to find out the general lore from somebody who translated like the plot summary. So this is hundreds of years after the second game. In all that time, Gilius has guarded the Golden Axe after it being recovered in the second game, but now even Gilius as a dwarf is getting to be an old man. So he decided to set out on a quest to return the Golden Axe to the gods, who originally crafted it as a weapon against evil. Because it's so often fallen into evil hands and wrought chaos, he felt like it wasn't safe to leave it in the world anymore. But along the way, his ship was sunk by mysterious dark forces and the axe disappeared. And pretty soon this new power emerged. And when Gilius literally resurfaced, I guess, he found that a new dark army had conquered the land. So at the start, at the character select screen, when you pick your character and they're struck by lightning, that is literally Gilius striking you with lightning to knock the dark spirits out of you, the same way you beat the evil out of the other heroes. So his contribution to this is to free one of the other heroes and get them to do the quest, because he's quite old. You know, he's sure he did his best. Yeah, there's not much in the story in the plot summary about the mysterious villain, other than that he's the Prince of Darkness. I mean, he's got the statue of Death Adder, so I guess he worships Death Adder as the first person to take the divine golden axe and then unleash evil chaos with it. Everyone has a role to play, yeah. Gilius might be an old man now, but he used the last of his strength to free... what was this guy's name? Cain? Free Cain here, who also freed the rest of the heroes now. And they're off doing light policing duties, I guess. I assume they're off stopping the advance of the army while we pierce to the heart of this little force. I remember if you rescue this guy, he specifically says that he's gonna go patrol for he's gonna clear out all the enemies in the area where you find him. But the other three mostly apologize about being mind controlled and then wander off, so I don't know. Back here. No! I'm sure one of you has... Yes, there's the heart. Yeah, I guess. Even if you can't do much to stop the forces of darkness, everything you do is something. That's one of the attacks I really feel. When you try and leap in on one of those enemies and they just hit you in the ribs with those giant hammers. The lemon lime core is here. Yeah, just knock you out of the air. It's a visceral sensation. Unlike the Pirouette Demon's spin move, in which the sensation of pain is mostly confined to inside my head. The burning headache. I have to say, so far, I mean, maybe it's just because I've been cheesing the heck out of everything and therefore difficulty doesn't really apply. But so far, hard mode hasn't seemed much more difficult than normal mode. Like, there's been a few extra enemies in each area, and that's been about it. A few groups of 3 became groups of 4. Somebody is messaging me in Skype. I can't look at it right now. The little blinking orange light at the bottom of my screen is infuriating me. Who dares? Man, this is textbook. I was, that went alarmingly well. My battles against the ballet demons are not normally so cleanly executed. Okay, well here we go. I mean, we got a couple more grunts on the way, but this is the floor. Final boss is, well, fake final boss is just over there. What? Final tomato sauce night. An overrated contingent, in my opinion. They have some luxurious positions, but they never seem to be all that tough. Not like the lemon lime knights that are almost always a problem. The tomato sauce knights are probably run by Prince of Darkness's nephew or something. Ah, look at that. One part short of a full spell. Oh well, just want some basic magic to spam. The statue is going to be the boss. I mean, that would be hecking awesome. I don't know how that boss fight would go down. Also, the statue doesn't have arms. Alright, here we go. The Colossus fight. I could get behind that. Oh. Statue's wired into the wall behind it. Oh, yeah, I see where you're looking. Is my mouse visible? It is. Cool. You're looking at these things here? Well, that's a consistent part of the wall decoration, these metal bars. So I don't think it's actually plugged into the wall. How the neck and face looks. Yeah? Not sure I'm seeing it. But yeah, I could buy that thing being a Jaeger. Gonna boot up and come after me. It's gonna be Nobunaga's giant golden statue thing from Onimusha 2, isn't it? It'll be up to me to laser the heck out of it with my Oni powers. Cords of muscle, face and neck kind of looks like cabling. Yeah, I see what you mean. I do see that part. But I think it's just meant to be Death Adder's ludicrously muscled neck. And then I don't know what's really going on with the face there. It's got like a demon mouth, which I don't recall Death Adder having. But I mean, it's been hundreds of years, you know. I'm sure he's been glorified into some sort of ancient demon by now, rather than just a guy who stole a weapon of the gods and went on a bit of a rampage with it. The ultimate weapon crafted by the gods to save the world from evil. Hey, that wasn't too difficult. Have peace in this land again is like a dream come true. Thank you. Do you ever have a feeling that he was taking orders, or? This is looking a lot like the bad ending did. Did we not get it? Oh, okay, here we go. lightning strike. Like, whoa, buddy, you're not done yet. The statue! You should realize the power hidden within the axe. Should I? Like, Gilius has had the axe hidden away for centuries before I was born. I mean, how much do I really know about the Golden Axe? I think he's zombied himself. Is this just... do we just fight the same guy again? Oh, okay, now he... Is it just the same guy again without his knights this time? But no, this time he's just got unblockable magic attacks. Ah. Also, I think that's a significant increase in damage. Use the golden axe, bring himself back from beyond the grave. Yeah. It is the power of the axe. Or one of the powers of the axe. Honestly, the actual abilities of the axe are unclear. That could make some sort of connection beyond life. No one knows what the axe can actually do. Yeah! I mean... oh, come on! Mid-strike. We know that when the axe is in good people's hands, peace comes to the world, and when it's in bad people's hands, chaos comes to the world. So it's got some sort of... I can't move. Did I get him? That was really easy. Now do I fight the statue, or... whoop! Oh, okay. We start to run off, and then we're like, no wait, but probably should get the axe. Yeah. Like, are we going to leave it buried beneath rubble? Because it'll probably get dug up eventually. Yeah, load-bearing boss. I mean, I can feel the load-bearing boss thing more when he's in like a castle floating in the background, floating in the sky, and like a courageous warrior has defeated the evil lord. Giant castle and like a tiny pillar just hovering there. The castle, strengthened by the evil magic, turns to dust. Oh, there you go then. You see, the foundations were forged with the power of the golden axe, and they retrieve the golden axe. Peace returns to the entire world. See, this battle's in like one tiny country, but the entire world comes to peace when the golden axe is in good hands. Time passes, and their battles become legends that pass down forever. And yet he's still not made it home yet. This is the whole Odysseus situation. So there could be an entire game just about that. Hey look, it's all the friends that I made along the way. The real golden axe was the friends that we made along the way. Main planner, fuzzy. Yeah, I'm a little fuzzy on the plot too. Planner, youth. I like this era of gaming where like half the developer names would just be people's gaming names. Shige Dio A. Ninja Man. KM. Bo. Bunch of people's nicknames, initials, and their gamer tags. Messages. James. Package and manual. F. Hamster. F's in chat for hamster. Special thanks to Todoroki Tayo, Virtual Suto, and all test players. And you. Virtual Suto was presumably the advanced AI that they used on this game. Presented by Sega. I have to say, it's a disappointing start to the day, because of the three main games that I'm stuck on, this is the one that I felt like I was closest to beating. And we've done this one at the start of the day, first try. I mean, I thought maybe I could play it a few times and not suffer for a couple of hours amongst the day. But no, we're gonna be, And you live? No? Doesn't end with "and you alive"? Now I gotta move on to playing the other two over and over again, and it's just gonna be pure suffering. The day is ruined now. Yeah, I missed a trick. It would have been perfect if it ended with "and you alive." You know, you get to go out there and live your life. Finally, the world's at peace. You can put down your sword and... actually, just kidding. You've probably got to spend the rest of your life guarding the golden axe now. Oof. Alright. We've got Sonic Spinball and Streets of Rage 3 still to go. But hey, there's one more down. Finally, some success. We're getting there, we're making progress. On to the next one. I'm gonna swap the game over, and I'll probably stretch my legs while I do it, and I'll be back with you shortly.